I'm gonna skip the intro. I want to talk to you guys about a serious topic. A few months ago, I was trying to fall asleep. I was still awake, laying down, trying to fall asleep. And I heard a loud, distinct voice that said, "Buddy." And I shot out of bed. I looked around. I didn't see nobody. I woke up cartoon wife. I'm like, "Did you hear that?" And she was like, "No, I didn't hear anything." I got out of bed, walked around my house, didn't find nobody. The next day, this voice kept repeating in my head, "Buddy, buddy." And it occurred to me whose voice it was. So I hopped on the computer, Googled my friend, and it turned out he had committed suicide a year prior. Now, this isn't a video about ghosts. I want to talk to you guys about depression, which can be a taboo topic since most people are trying to portray themselves as Facebook happy. We've lost celebrities like Robin Williams, Anthony Bourdain, and Chester Bennington not that long ago. And I'm not immune to depression. You know, there are days that I feel like there's a dark cloud, and even though from a distance it looks like I'm doing all right, you know, I'm just sad and I just can't shake it off. But luckily for me, that's more the exception than the rule. Sometimes I have bad days where I feel like I have the anti-Midas touch. Instead of touching things and they turn to gold, when I touch them, they turn to crap. Back in early 2011, I had severe depression when I lost everything. You know, there were times I didn't want to get out of bed. And for those of you who don't know my backstory, in early 2011, I had lost my job, decided to get a divorce. I got audited by friends at the IRS, and decided to relocate from New Jersey all the way to Arizona to move in with my brother temporarily. You know, life can be hard. Everyone has a should list. You should fold your clothes after they come out of the dryer. You should brush and floss twice a day. You should make your bed before you leave. You should eat better. You should go to the gym every day. You should. You know, it can be overwhelming. Now let's talk about how to get over depression. I am not a shrink. I'm going to share with you highlights from a presentation I saw. It was a 1-hour presentation, and I'm going to give you my perspective on the takeaways. Disclaimer, these may or may not help you. Happiness is a choice. We get to decide what our attitude is, regardless of the circumstances. You know, there have been times in my previous marriage where my personal life and my work life both sucked at the same time, and that was horrible. I've learned I can only control my own actions. That's it. I can't control what happens. I can't control other people. Gratitude is the best way to find happiness. Things could be a heck of a lot worse. We're blessed. Aspirations are good, but when your expectations are too high, that's when you're gonna get disappointed. If I expect the perfect cup of coffee every single time, 9 out of 10, I'm gonna be disappointed. By the way, Arizona is the 15th state for happiness. Okay, they actually rated all 50 states. Arizona came in number 15. However, the US isn't even on the top 10 list of the world countries on the list of happiness. Don't try to schedule your happiness. People say things like, when something happens, I'll be happy. Or when I get X, I'll be happy. Maybe for a minute, that's it. Stuff does not buy happiness. Now, some of you love lists. I'm gonna give you a list of things that scientifically have been proven to make people happy. Some of these are you're not gonna believe some of these. Number 1, exercise. Number 2, sex. 3, volunteering. 4, marriage. 5, pets. 6, laughter. 7, giving to charity. And that's the list. Do something that scares you. That might make you happy for a whole day, because you get to cross it off your list. Let's say skydiving. For me, it was doing stand-up comedy. I did that 5 minutes open mic at Tempe Improv a few years ago. I'm still happy about it. Stress kills. If you live conservatively, under your means, maybe you don't have to have such a high stress job. Another way of saying this is that being greedy will make you less happy. In New York, there's a whole culture of keeping up with the Joneses. Driving cars you can't afford, living houses that you can't afford. You know, it's not worth it. Stories end happily ever after. It should be happily now. The present's all we got. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. For me personally, when I start feeling really overwhelmed, that's when I switch my to-do list to Wunderlist. It's a free app, 100% free. What I like about it is it chunks like task item, so it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Now you may be wondering, Sam, so what do you do to relax? I've recently started watching Daredevil Season 3 on Netflix. If this video was helpful to even one of you, then it was worth the effort. No, I'm not going to try to sell you on some online counseling service. I've heard they're a scam. And yes, I have some moral and ethics, okay? If you really need help, there's no shame in seeking out some counseling. I mean, yeah, it could be a little expensive, but it's worth the investment. You're not alone. We're all in this together. Till next time.